So here at Expo 2025 Dubai, we have a special guest, Mr. Wojtyna from Match Trader platform is here with us to give us some insight through the fintech of this year. Very welcome. Thank you for your precious time, and we're glad to have you here. I know that you are, as a company, mostly basically focused on developing platforms. And I heard you previously when you were speaking with me in private about the modern kind of traders and the more traditional ones. Could you specify what are the qualities basically of these two traders?
Yes, thanks for having me. Indeed, there are quite a lot of differences between the generations, which we see from, let's say, early millennials and Gen Z. I would say that Gen Z is less focused. They have a shorter attention span. They think that things have to come faster to them. That's why also we see the recent boom with the prop trading, which requires less capital and also less focus. So that's why also we can see that those traders don't want to sit in front of computer anymore. For them, it's very important to use mobile platforms, which we already seen as a trend for a while. But now, in connection with prop trading, these traders will never install platform on their PC anymore. They need to have it very easy on all their devices. So even if they use it on the mobile and on the PC, it has to be very interconnected. They have to have a very easy way to switch between those two. Another thing is that on the mobile platform, you have quite limited space of the screen. So it's important that you have very good UX design, and that's what we also focus on in our company. Recently, we did a new front end for our clients and their traders. So within a very small screen, you can check everything, your charting, the news, execute. You don't need more devices, and that's actually what matters the most to the modern traders, actually.
That is fascinating. From the angle that you are looking at it, we have two separate worlds from the millennials, Gen Zers, and alphas very soon, I'm assuming. They have different needs, they have different likes, and now you're trying to basically cut down on all the extras and give them the points because they cannot have their attention gathered in one place for more than 5 seconds. But let alone what the clients need, let alone what the generation needs. You as a person, as a professional in this industry, which side are you on? What do you think? Like the essence of markets, is it closer to the millennial ones or is it more like to the Gen Z side?
Look, it depends again, because there is something for everyone. So let's say millennials have more capital by default, so they are more used to the modern trade, or let's say traditional trading. They like the Forex concept. They invest their own money, which they were accumulating for some time. They know the rules, they know the risks. They are usually maybe spending more time on preparation. Yeah. So also modern platform has to accommodate their needs, right? They need to have modern charting, like in this case, recently very popular trading view. Whereas the younger ones, they basically have not so much money, right? Like the thing is that they need to get there yet. So that's why they prefer to have prop trading, where you put just a fraction of money, but you can still access the volatility of market and try to get benefit from this movements on the market. What is more, another division that we can see, before Forex trading was only for developed countries, yeah, where people had more capital, and the gap between developing and developed was growing. Whereas now, with the prop concept, also with modern platforms which are easier available on mobile phones, you don't need to invest in powerful computers. That also gives more chances to people from developing countries to get on this hype and also invest.
So these two types of trader that you're I think more inclined to the Gen Zers and the new platforms. This is a very raw and new market, right? And you're right on the train of trendiness. So what have you discovered since you've been working on these newer platforms and more concentrated on the real essence of the markets? What do you feel like is going to be the future of these platforms?
That's a very good question. The future will show for sure, but I would say it will have to be even more easiness of access, information, and have this information available for all the traders. Because the biggest problem in the past was the inside trading, yeah, and the more information is there, the more traders are having access. the more fair are the markets. Another questions will be AI, how will it influence the market? Will it destroy it? Or actually will people who know how to use it efficiently will be the next winners of the game?
Isn't that the question of a lifetime?
Yes, exactly.
So, this modern trader that we're speaking of, what qualities beside the platform do they need? Do they need education? Do they need it in school? Do they need it in social media? How, like, I assume you know your audience very well, like the age group and their likings and dislikings. How do you think is the best way to get through their minds to be able to pitch them a product?
Well, in our case, we sell it to the brokers, so it's the brokers who have to understand it. But from what I see, the difference is that, let's say, prop firms, differently to traditional brokers, they are more about community, more about sharing the news, whereas younger people don't really trust brokers that much these days. They think that, in many cases, they are right that broker is against them, and so that's why they have this conflict of interest. Only some brokers send their flow and hedge with liquidity providers, which requires to eliminate this conflict of interest. Whereas the young traders, they try to focus on community. Instead of prop, you see, in some cases, influencers. Some of them are better, some of them are worse.
Word of mouth, basically.
Yes, exactly. But it's also about community where can they discuss different ideas, share between each other. It's much more collaborative these days than before, where you had, like, older generations are used to TV, where we are told what to do, what to think, whereas newer ones are more social media.
That's absurd right now for like
Exactly.
a 12-year-old.
Exactly, so that's why the modern traders and the modern trading is more based on communities, I would say.
So on the fintech side, does any kind of this, the payment methods, does it actually make a difference? Because you mentioned that their pockets are much smaller. Do you prefer to work in other ways? So you could just wash the slate clean, like you said, that brokers are not their friends right now. Is there a way that the banks have the same kind of feeling to them? Do you think about other payment methods?
Look, I would say that yes, definitely banks are a bit puzzled with prop trading. They don't always understand it. So they prefer to work with forex brokers, which they know, they are licensed. There are also a lot of good things about being licensed broker because it's safer for the customers. Unfortunately, there are still some bad players in the prop sphere. So on this case, it will be a bit dangerous at the beginning if you choose the wrong company. But in the longer run, when it's all settled down, when the banks get used to the new systems, I would say crypto is now also filling this gap because like in forex brokerage, it's more settled, more licensed, whereas in lack of any other options in prop trading, that's where crypto again fills the gap. It's this additional money creation to fill it in. So I would say that also younger people are more aware of crypto. They know how it works. They are not afraid of this. So definitely crypto payments and some other additional local payments might be more eager to try to support prop trading in this case.
That's an interesting point. I would like to see that develop. And last but not least, Mr. Wojtyna, Expo 2025, I've heard from many great minds here that this one is the greatest one yet. I would just want to emphasize on the fact that the line that you're working in is not much known, very well known. Not everyone is getting on it right now, at least. I'm sure 2 years, 3 years later on, it will be way different. But are you able to find people who share the same mindset in other companies? Are other companies also worried about the next generation as much as you are?
Well, it depends, like we all remember how big was Nokia and where is Nokia now, right? So the same here with some older platforms. I am afraid some of them will miss that part and they will regret it later, but thankfully it's not us. We try to see the new trends, we try to adapt to the market, we constantly improve our UX because the most important is to collect the feedback from the customers. Also, the new technologies allow us to develop faster, update faster. Like you remember, maybe a long time ago, you had one operating system Windows for a few years. Now it's updating all the time as you go. And the same with trading platforms. If you are used to the old audience, you cannot get away from them. but that means that you will most likely miss on the new ones, and there is always place for
And
companies
be
like
the
ours.
Motorola of the past, basically.
Like, let's see what will be the future, but I hope we will be rather Apple than Motorola in this case.
Mr. Wojtyna, thank you so much for your time. I cannot wait to have a conversation with your marketing team. I'm sure they're doing an amazing job on informing the whole Gen Zers of a whole new world of finance. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure.